Hi everyone. I wanted to make this quick video to discuss the Cities of the Dead channel and what's going on with it, and why there hasn't been another video or any new videos in about a year. I filmed the last one, I think it was a year ago. And so it's been a year and some change since I filmed those videos. And I haven't filmed since. And it's not for any particular reason. I haven't lost interest in cemeteries. I myself am a taphophile, and I love the aesthetic of cemeteries, especially older cemeteries. So that interest is still there. I was drawn into cemeteries when I was a child. I've always been kind of fascinated with them, but moving to New Orleans really was eye-opening, exposing me to a cemetery culture that I had never really been exposed to. And I wanted to capture that on film. And I wish I had started earlier so that I could have filmed, cemeteries that were closed at the time I started the channel, like St. Louis Cemetery number 1. I always wanted to redo Lafayette Cemetery, and there were others that I wanted to do, but between COVID and then the move to North Carolina, that just didn't happen. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be continuing with the cemetery filming. I may or may not film a cemetery. If I travel and there's a historic cemetery there, I may film it and put it up on the channel, but those will be one-offs. And I think probably everyone has gotten to the point now where the space between videos has become so large that that's not a surprise to anyone. I'm not going to kill the channel. I'm going to leave it up and make the cemeteries a playlist, and do some other stuff with the channel, and probably rename it. So the videos will stay up for people who want to rewatch or who discover them. I know some of them have been shared on blogs. Some of them have really high view counts. Others have almost no view counts. Anyway, I wanted to make this video and let everyone know what was going on and do a bit of a face reveal. I've been in some of the videos, but it's rare that I show my face. In the last probably couple of years, I noticed that people's expectations of what the channel should be have become more vocal in the comments. And my goal was only ever to film the video, or film the cemeteries and share them as they are. I'm not a historian, though I do love history. I didn't do much research, if any at all, before I would go film. It was usually pretty spontaneous. So people had those expectations and were vocal about it, and they wanted me to well, in some regards, people felt that I was disrespectful for filming and not doing it from a historical viewpoint. Others were upset because they felt like I alienated certain segments of the population, like Confederates or whatever, from the videos. And that was never intentional. But yeah, it just got to a point where people were projecting what they wanted the channel to be, and that definitely differed from all I ever wanted it to be. But that's not why I'm leaving. It's just, it's very hard to find the motivation to go film. And it's not the same culture, as I've mentioned in other videos. In New Orleans, it is not unusual to see someone, taking photos or filming in a cemetery because they're so unique. But out here in the country, in Western North Carolina, the perception is definitely different, and it can feel a little awkward and like I feel like I'm invading personal space, and I'm not really I really don't feel comfortable having to explain, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and from that standpoint, I get into a mindset where maybe the hassle isn't worth it. And so yeah, I'm not going to be filming cemeteries regularly anymore, and it's pretty much the end of that segment of the channel. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing with the channel going forward. I have some ideas, but I really don't know for sure. I do have another channel that focuses primarily on music, but for this channel, the whole idea initially was, New Orleans cemeteries, New Orleans culture. I never really got around to the culture aspect of things other than the cemeteries. But I did bring a lot of New Orleans with me to Western North Carolina. So maybe I'll start sharing some of that, but I'm not really sure. But I did want to make this video. I wanted to close out the channel properly and not just let it disappear and people wonder why. I appreciate everyone that's ever commented, good or bad. Those who have subscribed to the channel, and those who have enjoyed watching the journey with me. There's definitely been a progression, and yeah, I wish I had the opportunity to go back and refilm some of those first videos where I didn't have the right gear, I didn't have didn't know what I was doing. Still don't really know what I'm doing, but I have a better, at least better gear. And so with all that said, thank you everyone who's ever visited and watched and commented, and I really do appreciate it. And it's why I've held off just ending the channel for so long, for the past year. When I thought about it last year, and then I just said, screw it, I'm just going to go out and film a couple of cemeteries. And I enjoy it. I still enjoy it. It often feels awkward unless I'm in a big city like I was with those last two videos. I was in Greenville. So, yeah. I hope everyone understands, and I hope everyone finds another Taphophile out there filming. I know there's a few channels that do it, and I enjoy watching their videos. And, there's people that are historians and Taphophiles who give a lot more context than I ever did. So I really appreciate that. And I understand why people want that. It was just never my goal. I was just always approaching it from an aesthetic standpoint. So, and a historical standpoint. So anyway, thank you again. And I hope everyone takes care of themselves and is being safe out there. And I'll see you in the next.